welcome to a tutorial series where I give you tips and styles to build in your own world, as well as quick tips for details on how to make your house look a lot nicer and break up just a flat type of wall in the background. If you like the video, please by all means hit that like button. Let me know that you pretty much enjoyed the video. At the end of the video, I'll give you guys more tips on details like bushes and just inside decoration. So by all means, stay tuned and look at that. Be sure to hit the like button. If you like the video, if you want to see more, by all means, hit the subscribe button. But for now, here's the video. Okay, guys, so this is how I learned to build. I mainly learned to build from B00, from Corrales, really great channels. You guys should go check them out. Green, I believe I watched a couple of his videos. Now, building like this is not going to come overnight. As long as you follow along on what I do and watch other people do tutorials, you will learn pretty quickly. So a rule of thumb for me, generally, as the way I like to build, is go by odd numbers, which is what most people do. So what you're going to do is build 6 pillars, which I have marked off on the map, or on the not the map, but on the little section right here, which is, by the way, 13 by 9. But you 3 up, count 3 over, and then 3 up again. And this is my general process of thinking. This is the first step I do, is the pillars of the house and then the wall. That's the first step. So when I say like 6 or 7 steps, it's generally just my process of thinking. I shorten it down, that way it doesn't overwhelm me, which is a good tip for everybody else if you build big builds. So the walls I'm doing pretty much in stone. To be more detailed, you can switch some of that stone out with cobblestone or like cracked stone bricks. Make it more look like a little weathered. Or you could even put, if you do a full wall, you could even put a stone brick down at the bottom. That way it looks like a brick's missing. And you'll see on my LP series, shameless self-plug, that I do that with some items and stuff like that, or some buildings I do, which I'll be restarting that series here soon. Now I'm going to put a pillar here for the stairs, so you'll see why, but from just doing this so many times, there's going to be a wall there, a full wall, and I left space open for windows. So I'm going to put those in now, because I already know where they're going to be. And then the pillar right here is going to be here. Yep. So, yeah, there you go. Now, I've already prepared most of the items here. Can you get out? Thank you. So, when you use... Yeah, I'm going to use these. And you can choose pretty much whatever you want for flooring. I usually generally just go toward darker type wood. Yeah, there you go. So that is approximately the first step. Alright, for the second step, we're going to extend this part up. And by that, we're going to go ahead and section off where we want the roof-ish to be for the second floor. So it's going to be 3 blocks up. And we're going to make the roof a little bit larger, or make it look larger, if that makes sense. Or higher, I mean. The roof of the first floor, pretty much the second floor roof. We're going to use the hash slabs to create an illusion, per se, for how high it's going to be. You'll see what I mean in a second. So pretty much, I'm going to extend the floor out here. And sorry for the clicking noise if you guys can hear them. I don't have a noise gate yet. Okay, there you go. So that's going to be the second part there, or second floor right there. So when you use hash slabs, it kind of gives it a larger type fill for the top roof right here. And then I am going to go ahead and do the bottom floor here. Done. There you go. And then that would be pretty much the bottom floor. You don't necessarily have to do wool or anything, like I said. You can interpret any colors, any combination you want. And I'm going to go ahead and actually make that a full block. There you go. So I'm going to put the door here. That way it kind of separates the floor in the beginning of the house. Alright. So for the second part of the step, or procedure of the second part of the step, I'm going to go ahead and extend the second half up. So 2 is going to go up 2 more blocks from here. And the reason I didn't go ahead and extend this all the way to 5 is because eventually you're going to take away some blocks on the corners up here, but this is just for a placement block for now. And then here it's 2 blocks up, and then in the middle here you can go up 3. There you go. And then the next step is to figure out where you want the windows. So andesite, in my opinion, is probably one of the best border blocks you could use in the game. Mainly for roads is what I use it for, but you could easily use it for window trims pretty much. You don't have to put the windows here. The step and process I usually just do the window the same side of the door. You don't necessarily have to even do this window right here either. You can just do the 2 side windows and just don't have an extension out. There you go. Now I'm pausing so you guys can follow along. I'm also going around so you guys can kind of see how it should look. You can either slow down the video, or you can just pause and pause the video by all means if that helps you. By all means. Alright, so I'm gonna. Some people that build this, that I've seen B-Dubs build it, he'll give you a little inside decoration. I haven't done the bottom floor, but I did the top. They'll leave spots open like this. So you can put for storage, stuff like that. I'm going to go through detail and all that at the end of the video, by all means. If you want to go watch it. There you go. So, go ahead and switch these out. There you go. 2. 1, 2. And then 1, 2. And this is where the windows will be. Alright, for the third step, we use stairs. Stairs is always good. So, stairs is actually pretty good. We're also going to use dark oak wood half slabs, which I'll use first. Now, this part is a little tricky when you first do it. I promise you, you're not the only one when you do it. So, go 1 next to this, because this has a window right here. You'll see what I mean in a second. And then move that out 1. So pretty much go, I think that's 5, yeah, that's 5. So go 5 out that way. Now you're going to do the same process as if we were extending this line all the way here, but you don't want this block here. So it looks weird now, but promise you it'll look better here soon. Now for the back, because there's no window, you're going to want to go ahead and just go across all the way. There you go. Now I'm going to do two sections of here, and then I'm just going to go ahead and jump cut it for you guys. That way to keep the video to minimal time-wise though. So you're going to want to take your stairs and stagger them like that. Pretty much just go back and forth. And for me, this is easier to do on kind of like this. So right here is where you want to stop, where the glass window is going to be. And then up, over, and there you go. Actually, I'll just go ahead and jump cut it after I do this first one. This is pretty much self-explanatory. Hopefully it is. If you have any questions, trust me, I got confused when I did this part of the build to begin with, but it should look something like that in the front. And then when you start this, you'll pretty much start like on the end of here, put it here and here, and you'll start this. Now for the sides over here, you just pretty much do that. That way you have that little split corner right there, and then you go ahead and you do the rest of the roof like I did the first one. Alright, so this is what your house should look right now once you get done doing this section of the roof. And by all means, pause it, like I said, and just try to mimic what I'm doing. And then once you got that, the next step will begin. Alright, for this next step, pretty much, like I said before, you're going to have to get rid of some of these blocks. Which, the first ones are in the corners here. And the reason being is because then your roof won't look right if you don't do it this way. I usually try to just go ahead and get, after you build it so many times, you really don't even need to put these blocks down because you already know where they're going to be. But just for the easy process of figuring out where they're at, where they're going to be, by all means. So, you're just going to do the roof like this. You're going to leave this part right here open. And what I usually do is go ahead and put a block of whatever you're using for the border on top of the glass right here. And then you repeat process down to here. Now you don't necessarily have to use these right here. I've seen some people will just leave those out. But for me being OCD, I have to put them on there because I have some on that side. So you just extend the roof out all the way out to here. And you're going to connect this roof. So if you guys are wondering how to do the connected roofs, pretty much this is how most people do the outward part of the roof right here. So if you're following the steps by step, by all means, this is how you do it. Now right here, you're going to go ahead and take this out. If I can key properly. There you go. Just extend that over. Kind of looks weird, I know, but it's either that or you can just go ahead and keep this here. Me preferably, you can just go ahead and keep this here. That's fine too. Is that what I have? No. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of this roof. Pretty much it's straightforward. You just put a line or a row of stairs pretty much going across, and I'll give you guys an update in a second. Alright, for the final part of the structure of the house, after doing the rest of the roof, which pretty much should look like this, for the main build of the house. You can leave it as it is right now, but pretty much just to kind of connect, it's easier on the eyes, for connect whatever trim you're using, or you just go crazy and just use a different color. It's better looking for the trim you're using. And trim, I mean this. So when I refer to something as a trim, it's the border blocks right here, and then the spine of the house, which is the top part right here. There you go. Now, to kind of get it look like it's being held up, this may seem weird, but it actually works pretty well. This also helps kind of give you a guideline where you're going to put the bushes later in the video. 2, 3. So I'm going to repeat the process and just go with cobblestone or whatever block you want to use, and just go ahead and put them all on each one right here. And then you're going to take stairs and proceed to do everything again. There you go. Now, with those there, it already looks to me, in my point of view, it looks a lot better, and this is pretty much the finished product of the structure of the house. So for the next part of the episode, I'm going to go ahead and do the detail work. And details is just more all natural type stuff, is my type of style I like to use. So give me a second to get things in my inventory, and I'll be right back. Alright, we'll start with the first part of my favorite thing to do, honestly. it's therapeutic, I'm not gonna lie. It is bushes. I like specifically using the spruce trees, but spruce is my favorite block in the game. I'm not gonna lie, that other than darkwood. So I'm not gonna do the bush exactly the same as I did here. I'm just gonna show you how I do it. So just randomly, if you think it looks too even, by all means take it out. Like right here, it doesn't look too even when you come like this way. So I'm going to leave a space here, and then go ahead and put that out here, here, here. So pretty much just a repeat process. And just make it look as natural as you can. For the most part, there's not going to be much stuff back here. Now here is going to be thinking of, yeah, that looks good, good. Now this would look too even, especially if I did this. But there's not much stuff here to begin with, so I'm going to leave it as it is. And just bring it over. There you go. Bring it. Over, up one, over. There you go. Now, I don't know about you guys, but acacia doors are amazing. Only reason is because you can see through them. So I usually use acacia doors. For downstairs, this is a compact way of doing things, in my opinion. Is to just go ahead and put a craft table down here and then something on top. Then usually for up here, you can go ahead and just put a... Since I put a window here, you can't really put a fence post here, which would be ideal because it looks like a railing guard. You can easily do a chest right here, which I'm going to go ahead and return it around. There you go. Can I get out now? Of course not. So I'm going to go ahead and put a chest here. That works. And then a chest here, and then that there. And then I'll place that there. And then another here. There you go. I'm not going to do exact detail for that house or this house. You can pretty much play around in details yourself. I just want to give you some tips. So, this is one of my pet peeves in the game. It's the reason I don't like putting torches on walls. If you watch my LP series, you'll see me get rid of torches just randomly throughout episodes because I got a better lighting source. Just how I play. I don't like, this does not look right to me. So what I'll do if I'm using them, now these I do tend to have stay, but I'll put a item frame behind it, and then half slab. Easiest trick, it actually makes it look like it's now fixed onto the wall instead of just sticking randomly out. So pretty much like I said, just repeat process, and then here. Now for the other details, pretty much most people know this trick already, but use a different color stairs pretty much to make the couch, and then do that. Now to go upstairs, I'm going to go ahead and put here, and then bring this over, and then put another storage right here, and then possibly a bookcase. Yeah, that looks good. And then you want to do a bed, and then that's pretty much it on how you do details in the house. Now, I have a couple more details for the outside, which I'll give you to in a second. I just want to put the bed down. There you go. You can put the bed anywhere. But this is pretty much how I decorate most of the houses. Just furniture, bookshelves everywhere because there's no TV in Minecraft. Alright, give me a second to go ahead and get the other blocks to put outside. You probably know what I'm about to do. And I'm also going to do the little lamppost. Alright, for the last part of this build, for detail-wise, it kind of gives a separation of sections for this part of the house to the second floor. So pretty much it'll help separate your view of just a flat wall. So what I'll do is pretty much use these, and you can do all three. I've seen people do all three like this, and that'd be completely fine. I've seen also people do boxes of dirt and have like a little a little flower pot thing. So it's not what I'm going to do, but what I am going to do is put a button in the middle. Now this gives it more of a detail to attention. It helps separate the colors and bring in the colors at the same time for your perspective. Also, opens the door. However, it does mess with these. So there you go. And once you add all these to the top of the there you go. Once you add all this to the top of the building, I did this a little separately just to give you kind of a more different description of what you could do, but I wanted to put this on video of what I think looks better, if that gives you a better understanding. But yeah, just adding that little part to the middle section helps break up this section right here to this section. You can usually put like a chest here in the front, kind of like as a little chest for supplies, or just sort of stuff you want to get rid of, like what I do with my house is I'm playing on multi-server. Alright, there's two ways you can do this. I like using a base, to be honest, but I'm going to go ahead and do what I did here. So a lamppost is pretty simple to make. There you go. And then 1, 3. Now with the previous updates, I forgot which update it was, you can actually now do done. You could also use any other lamp source. If you use which would look nicer, if you use the lamps, the redstone lamps, you would have to have a button or some way of sending power to it. That way it'll light up at night. But that's pretty much how you do it. You could also use a jack-o'-lantern as long as I have inventory, because reasons. So you use that for lighting too. I think jack-o'-lantern may look better, but there you go. Okay guys, if you enjoyed my version of a medieval house, hit that like button. If you would like a tutorial on another build, please leave a comment. If I know how to build it, I'll let you know, and I'll let you know there's a video coming on the way. If you like the video, by all means you should subscribe. You'll be able to see me build stuff like this on my LP series, on tutorial videos. Also have redstone videos coming on the way as well. But for now guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day. Later.